Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a report that shows a company adjusting its sales for the future, especially for its top brass. Get ready for some interesting compensation news and what it might mean for the company's direction. Before we jump in, if you dig getting clear, no jargon breakdowns of these complex corporate filings, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to chat about these reports, brainstorm ideas, or just hang out with fellow finance enthusiasts, join our community Discord. The link is in the description below. Alright, so what we have here is called a Form 8K, which is basically a report company's file. When something significant happens that investors need to know about right away, think of it as a company's public diary entry for important events. This particular one is from Angel Studios Incorporated, and it's dated the 18th of November 2025. The key date here is the 18th of November 2025. This is a very current report looking at actions taken very recently. The company is Angel Studios Incorporated. You might know them from their work in entertainment, often focusing on projects with a strong community or faith-based angle. They've been making waves in the media space. Angel Studios Incorporated is a Delaware incorporated company. Delaware is a popular state for businesses to incorporate in because its laws are generally considered business friendly. Their stock is class A common stock and it trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol ANGX. They are ticking the box as an emerging growth company. This means they are a relatively new public company and have certain regulatory benefits like being able to delay adopting new accounting standards. This can give them more flexibility as they grow. The main event in this filing falls under item 5.02, which deals with changes in directors or officers, and importantly here, their compensation. This report isn't about dramatic departures, but rather about planned compensation for key people moving forward. So what happened on the 18th of November is that the company's compensation committee, which is a group of directors specifically tasked with deciding executive pay, gave the green light to compensation plans for 2026. These plans affect some of their top executives, and they include changes to base salaries, plus awards of restricted stock units, or RSs, and performance-based restricted stock units, or SUS. All of this is happening under their 2025 long-term incentive plan. The new salaries kick in at the start of next year, the 1st of January 2026. This filing gives us a look at the numbers for their named executive officers, meaning the highest paid folks. First up is Jordan Harmon, who is the president for 2026. His base salary is set at $430,000. On top of that, he is receiving 169,142 restricted stock units and 70,695 performance-based restricted stock units. Next is Scott Klossner, the Chief Financial Officer. His 2026 base salary will be $415,000. He's also being granted 113,549 restricted stock units and 58,482 performance-based restricted stock units. Now, these numbers seem pretty straightforward. But the key here is the restricted stock units and performance-based restricted stock units. What does that really mean for these executives and for the company? For the regular restricted stock units, they do not become fully owned by the executive immediately. Part of them, 1/3, will become theirs on the 18th of November of next year, 2026. The rest will be vested, meaning they will fully own them in equal installments every 3 months over the next couple of years, as long as they are still working for the company. This is a common way to encourage executives to stay with the company long term. The performance-based restricted stock units, the SUSs, are a bit more complex and frankly more interesting from an investor perspective. Their vesting when the executives actually get to own them depends on the company's stock price hitting certain levels. This is designed to align the executives' interests directly with the shareholders' interests. If the stock price goes up and hits specific targets over a 10-year period, then these units start to vest. This means the executives will only get a significant portion of these awards if the company performs well in the stock market over a long time. It's important to note that each one of these stock units, whether RSU or PSU, represents the right to receive 1 share of Angel Studios Incorporated's class A common stock. So, if these units vest, the executives will get actual company stock, which ties their personal wealth directly to the company's performance. These awards are all granted under the company's long-term incentive plan, and they are subject to the specific rules laid out in their award agreements. These agreements are the detailed contracts that outline exactly how and when these units will vest and what conditions need to be met. So, what does this all tell us? Angel Studios is clearly investing in its leadership team, offering competitive salaries and, more importantly, a significant stake in the company's future success through stock-based compensation. The SUS especially signal a strategy where executive rewards are directly tied to tangible stock price appreciation, which is generally a good sign for shareholders. However, It is also worth remembering that these are future potential earnings. The actual value the executives receive will depend heavily on the company's ability to perform and grow its stock price in the coming years. For investors, this arrangement suggests that management is going to be highly motivated to drive shareholder value. The risk here, as with any performance-based award, is that if the company's stock price doesn't perform as expected, these awards might not vest or might not be worth as much. This puts pressure on management to deliver. In conclusion, Angel Studios Incorporated is using its incentive plan to retain and motivate its key executives, tying their compensation closely to the long-term success of the company, particularly its stock performance. This is a standard but important practice for public companies looking to align leadership with shareholder interests. What is your take on these compensation plans? Do you think they are fair and aligned with the company's goals? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe for more corporate insights. And remember, our Discord is always open for discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.